Part 2 of the 2020 Pac Northwest Invite from AMF Firebird in Salem. These are our 4 finalists. These may be the final matches. Brian Zudner's everything has gone his way this weekend here. He qualified as the #1 seed and he is still undefeated through match play. And only needs one more win to capture that invitational title for his 2nd career win. Trying to stop him is McKenna Aller. She's got 2 losses, so she has to win 3 in a row to do it. It's been done in the past. It can be done again. She's got to win. Brian rather has to win by 30 pins to tie, 31 to win. All right. See, I started the merry-go-round here.
With conventional, this is like a.
We did a slideshow of thumbs and fingers of doing anymore. I'm sure that will make it too. That's right. Oh, that's right. I remember one of yours. To their right is for sure the scratch division title match, as both Brian DeLuise Anderson and McConnell Wong have 2 losses, so the winner of this will take it all, a JBT Major, triple points, and $600 on top of the abbreviated Pac Northwest season. Both bowlers spared in the first. Brian missing the head pin there, which is certainly easy to do today on an absolute grind fest on Scorpion today. Very low scoring, premium on the shot making, exact shot making. Nicely done. And Brian slides left there, give McKenna a little more opportunity. I have a mental block on McKenna's name because we have a lot of Mackenzies on tour, and I'm pretty sure she's the only McKenna. So I've been calling her Mackenzie most of the weekend, and she finally told me about 2 hours ago that you're saying my name wrong for the entire day, and it's McKenna to be clear. But so now I'm calling her every M name in the book. Literally in the book. I'm going to get a baby naming book and just start in on it. Victoria Potter, how you doing? The inside books of JBT. She trades an open frame right back there in the 3rd. It's still early. Nobody has been able to touch Brian all weekend. Plus 53 yesterday, one of only 3 bowlers to be plus in handicap. Unorthodox delivery and just a fun guy to be around. A little more fun when it's going well. If he gets a triple, you'll really know about it. Wong a chance to take a big early lead, or a bigger early lead, instead leaves a really kind of weird in-action washout. Almost the 1-2-4-8-10, that would have been weird. Did strike in the last frame, so he doesn't lose any count, and a makeable spare for him. Brian, that grunt when he lets it go. If you've never seen him before, it might not look like he knows what he's doing, but somehow, some way, that ball goes the way it's supposed to. Gets a very nice spare out of that. Covering your makeable is so important, and forget what I said about holding the count, because 6-1 doesn't help at all, and he's grabbing at his thumb. Most of these bowlers have not bowled at all in the last 5 months, and those who have, it's been limited. And everybody's calluses are no more. And after 13, 14 games of competition this weekend, we have some beaten up hands, some bruised egos on this pattern too. Tough pattern at almost every JBT major. We want you to earn those major wins. Brian, that nice basic down and in game is his A game. Relies on accuracy, and he's very accurate. So's Brian today.
Let's go.
Let's go indeed. the giant UW Dogs fan down here in Duckland. Is this Ducks territory or Beaver territory here? Kind of in between, right? There's more Duck territory. Ducks is Eugene and Beavers is Corvallis, and still learning some details of Oregon geography. I learned where St. Helens was in the last couple weeks. That's where we're going next to kick off season 25. Halfway between Longview and Portland on the Oregon side. Oh! It's tough enough when the shot is hard. When you nail it and still don't strike, that's really a kick in the teeth for you. But decent chance of 4 consecutive spares to open up the title match and give him a slight lead if he can do so. Brian's got a golden opportunity here. He's got a strike working, and McKenna had back-to-back opens with only 13 total pins, so he can put an early nail in this coffin. I'll take that 8 all day long. One career title for Brian was back in Bend and Lava Lanes. Some more Oregon geography for you. Great spare shooter, no problem there, nicely done. So this is season 24. Last week was season 25. And next week will be season 25. Then we'll go back to season 24 in California in late September, followed by season 25. Time travel, JBT style. See McConnell with much more rotation, stands very far left. Bud was in front of the ball return most of the weekend. Some stank on it at release, and he makes those pins talk. Looks like he's got a real good look in the right-hand lane. He's going to have to zone in on the left lane to get this title. Strike spare for Dudenhurst. He's happy with that. And Marge here just trying to get a mark on the board. She's going to throw something at me on camera. Every time I call her a different M name, I get something heaved at me, which I think is fair. Big shot here for Wong. Ball change. That was a ball change. He didn't come out of it like he wanted to. You see he's looking down at that thumb just about every single shot. It's just trying to hang on for the next 6 frames. As Aller open again, that's 4 in a row. We got you, bud. Wouldn't miss it, buddy. Makeable spare, certainly can't get lazy. Oh, and catches a big break. Doing all that way. Oh, I don't know about that. Around season 8, I could tell you everything. This is season 24. 25. 24.7. That's right. Brian clean through 4th. Brian goes clean. I hereby predict he will win. Ah, pretty shot from Brian there. What do you want to know? Who? You?
No, I don't. I'll ask later.
Brian?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything.
Not till after the
Brian
game.
has 4 JBT titles. So
Okay.
She thought he only had 1.
Yeah, I thought he only had 1.
And I
think
said
2.
you would know that more.
Maybe 2.
I long since gave up on the title count. Brian himself said 2.
Yeah,
I'm talking, you're Brian,
He
right?
told us.
You got Brian's everywhere.
He told us 4.
2.
So Brian has told 2 different numbers to the parents?
No.
2.
She says 2, he told us 4.
2.
This is a nightmare, parents.
It is. Come on, Jeff, you know you can fix it.
We will we'll do some research on the DeLuise Anderson count. Ah.
Okay, so that could be it.
McKenna really struggling here early on. It's so weird, these 0-loss versus 2-loss matches. At the start of it, it feels like it's just a hopeless situation. But as soon as that 0-loss bowler gets one, the whole momentum flip-flops. The trick right now getting that one, and earlier on lane 7 McKenna spared the 1-2-4-8. This time on 7 Brian chops the 1-2-4-8, and all of a sudden it's a 1-pin game. My goodness. Brian with the big old grunt. Make that ball talk, Brian. I love it. Love every bit of it. You cannot say that this kid does not put his all into every shot. Well, if you didn't watch part 1, McKenna is one of the very best on tour without a title. A list he does not want to be on 10 minutes from now. We'll see if he can pull it off in the back half of the title match. 6-frame, working on a spare 1-pin lead. Make that a 2-pin deficit and a tricky 3-6-10 to shoot at. Meanwhile, Brian's gonna, oh, just shaved by that 4-pin. We don't need to talk when Brian's on video, we just need to mic him up when he's on the show. That's all we need. He will take care of himself. He really is. Oh man, it was a really good looking shot from McKenna, but just ball didn't have anything going into that pocket. 5, 8, 10 looking at you, yeek. Nicely done at the spare. 3-6-10s are hard because that's right where the that wiggle is. See if McKenna can get something started with a split conversion. Nope, instead it's a field goal, and it's only 72 through 8. Again, she's getting 30 pins, so make that 102 through 8. So she can still win this match by all means. We've seen how quickly things can flip-flop all day long. Kind of now trails by 2 on that spare. He's lost a lot of count. Stuck with the ball he changed to on that lane. Missed the head pin right last time, and now he gets a little more hook on the ball, which oddly enough creates washouts instead of not 1-2-4s. So a worse result, that on a spare, he drops another 5 pins a count, and obviously the difficult conversion here. You can go to the right of the head pin and bounce the ball into the 6-10. You can go to the left of the head pin and drive it into the 6-10. Let's see what happens. It's close. Yeah, nicely done. Brilliant and necessary spare conversion from Wong. Let's see if Brian can keep rolling here with a spare of his own with the 1-3-6 to shoot at in the 8th. Now he's gonna miss it to the right. So Brian leads by 42, and he's got to win the match by 31. So he's up by 11 pins. I know it doesn't look good on the scoreboard for McKenna, but she is absolutely still in this game. Hope she's thinking that way in her head. And the response from De Luisa, nice 10 in the pit. So Brian with strikes in the 5th and 7th on lane 8. McKenna had strikes in the 2nd and 4th on that lane. Both bowlers seem to like lane 8 better. Let's see who can solve lane 7. That seems to be the key in this match. Let's get McKenna a spare. Yikes, not to be. 6-2 gives her 80 through 9, and so Brian no damage from his 8th frame open. Let's see if he can get a couple marks and finish this off undefeated. Huge shot for BDA. Pretty darn good shot. That 4-pin just eases its way over, making a relatively simple 9. Be routine in a normal circumstance. This not. Pretty good shot from Zoot. Doesn't get any carry though. Leaves a toughie. Good pre-shot routine from Brian. Good thing for the younger bowlers to learn. Do not take even that little 9-pin for granted. Leads by 7 through 7.5. Spare would go a long way to the title here for Zuidhorst, but it is a tricky one. Pretty good shot. Oh! Gets the break off the sideboard to convert that 1-2-4-7. Oh, this kid, I tell you. If we could be 5% as joyful about anything in life. Every shot giant now here in the back half of the match. Here's McConnell in the 8. Oh, and he gets the little lean on the 10. Haven't seen too many of those this weekend. Great time to get the little love on the 10. Still a 7-pin game. Let's get McKenna a spare here. Man, just can't get it. Tough last game for her there. She's got 119 when you add in the handicap. It is over. Brian Zuidhorst is going to go undefeated to win the Invitational for his second title. I'm sure going to let Brian go first here. He is. Look out, 3-pin. Did you catch that, Tyler, please? And just everything going his way. You sure did. Wong in the 9th. No, man.
Easy on Jeff, I got straight. I got it.
The only good news I have for McConnell is that he doesn't have to finish on lane 7, because that truly proving to be the bear. As why not carry out that 3-pin as it is Planet Zuidhorst, and we are all just satellites rotating around him. Undefeated. That's 9-0, right? Arlo's going to win 9 handicap games in a row. You betcha. Let's see what McConnell does in the 9th. This is close. Nope, doesn't get over there. Yikes. 144 through 9. The lead is now 19 for DeLuisa. He's got to find a way to fill frames. This on his good lane, he's got to finish on the lane that's been tougher for both players. He'll take that finishing right there every time for another 160 handicap. Plenty to win career title number 2 and the Invitational.
That boy eats like 10 meals a day.
Ah, beautiful shot from Brian in the 9th. That strike goes a long way because he doesn't have to worry as much about count anymore. McConnell can strike out for 174. Brian 9 outs here for 171. So any mark and any count, he wins it all. Any open, and McConnell's going to need to double to win it all. He doubled to win the match to get here. I'm waiting for Zuidhorst to explode over here right in the middle of Brian's shot. We can't have that. It's a long, abbreviated long season. One shot to win the invite. Wow, what a nice shot. A half 10-pin away. The good news for DeLuisa or Wong is that they don't have to play Zuidhorst in the King of the Hill match, because I think he'd tear him up. They're going right now. Take your time, pre-shot routine. You made 1,000,000 10-pins in your life, just make one more. Nails it in the face. Beautiful. Behind the foul line, still needs 2. McKenna, you were fantastic.
She's like, I'm tired.
Yeah, I don't blame you one bit. You bowled what, about 15, 16 games this weekend? And you bowled how many games in the last 5 months before that? Goose egg, right?
Yeah, I had a good weekend.
Big old Zippo. Oh, she's counting. Something less than 15. How about that?
No, I think, you know.
Can I get back to you? Thank you. That's behind the line. That's an invitational champion.
That was foul. I was thinking he's foul. No, you need Foul would have been the same.
Somebody, and I'm not saying who, predicted this finish. I don't know who that might be.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Well, the running joke from McConaughey, he's such a good sport about it, is that. But and I know he's awful good-hearted about it, but it's got to eat at you as good as he is and as competitive as he is. He's got one more trip around the tour to eliminate that. I am here betting these 2 pennies, which happen to be on the table, that he will be at next year's invite with at least 1 title to his name, if not more.
The question is, which one of you two are going to get it first? The small one or the big one?
That's right. We could have multiple Wong winners by next, hopefully not late August, when we do another invitation. There it was.
There it is.
Not high scores, but it was a pretty well bowled match. Congratulations to all of our finalists. We have finished the Northwest season.
It was first and second.
The impossible has happened. We got through the season. 4/5 there of invites. We'll do it all over again 2 weeks in Flagstaff to continue the new Southwest Conference.